Frustration is a universal experience. It is a visitor that we all encounter at various points in our lives. Whether it arises from unmet expectations, obstacles in our path, or the unpredictable nature of life itself, frustration can often feel overwhelming. Yet, it is precisely in these moments of discomfort that we have the opportunity to practice the principles of Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has withstood the test of time, offers profound insights into managing our emotional responses. It teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. The Stoics believed that our perceptions shape our experience of reality. Thus, by reframing our understanding of frustration, we can transform it from a source of suffering into a catalyst for growth. Imagine standing in a long line, your patience wearing thin as time drags on. Or perhaps you are working diligently on a project, only to face unexpected setbacks that leave you feeling defeated. In these moments, the Stoic approach encourages us to pause, breathe, and reflect. Instead of allowing frustration to dictate our mood and actions, we can harness it as a tool for self-improvement. Throughout this exploration of frustration and Stoic wisdom, we will delve into practical strategies for managing frustration effectively. We will draw upon the teachings of renowned Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, blending their ancient wisdom with modern applications that resonate with our daily lives. As we navigate this journey together, I invite you to not only reflect on your own experiences of frustration, but also to consider how you can apply these Stoic principles moving forward. If you find value in this content, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and join us for the next part of our exploration. Together, we will uncover the power of Stoicism in transforming frustration into a pathway toward resilience and inner peace. Now, let's take a closer look at the nature of frustration and how it manifests in our lives. Part 1. Understanding frustration. Frustration often arises from the gap between our expectations and reality. We set goals, envision outcomes, and invest our time and energy into achieving our desires. Yet, life can be unpredictable. Things seldom unfold exactly as we wish, leading to feelings of irritation, anger, or disappointment. This emotional response is natural, but it can also be a trap that pulls us into a cycle of negativity. To understand frustration more deeply, we can explore its roots. Think about moments when you felt frustrated. Perhaps it was in your career, when a promotion slipped through your fingers, or in personal relationships when communication broke down. These instances highlight a crucial aspect of frustration. It is often tied to our desires and attachments. The Stoics remind us that attachment can lead to suffering, as it creates a dependency on external circumstances for our happiness. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, teaches us that it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. When we find ourselves frustrated, it is essential to pause and ask, what am I expecting? What am I attached to? By identifying these underlying beliefs, we can begin to detach from them and recognize that our happiness does not hinge on any particular outcome. One powerful Stoic exercise for managing frustration is the practice of negative visualization. This technique involves imagining the worst-case scenario related to our frustration. For instance, if you are frustrated about a work project that is not progressing, visualize the project failing entirely. While this may initially seem counterproductive, it serves to shift your perspective. By confronting the worst possible outcome and realizing that you can endure it, you cultivate resilience. You begin to appreciate what you have and recognize that your worth is not defined by your achievements. Another way to navigate frustration is through the concept of amor fati, or love of fate. This Stoic principle encourages us to embrace whatever happens in life, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth. When faced with frustration, instead of resisting or lamenting the situation, consider how it can contribute to your character development. Perhaps the delay in your project teaches you patience or opens up new avenues for creativity. By reframing your perspective to one of acceptance, you empower yourself to respond with grace and strength. Moreover, the Stoics advocate for the practice of mindfulness. This involves being present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When frustration arises, take a step back and breathe. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them dictate your actions. This practice allows you to create space between stimulus and response, giving you the power to choose how to act rather than react impulsively. As we explore these strategies, remember that frustration is not inherently negative. It can serve as a signal, alerting us to areas in our lives that may need attention or adjustment. Embracing this understanding allows us to channel our frustration into constructive action rather than allowing it to fester and breed resentment. In addition, consider the importance of community and support. Stoicism teaches that we are all part of a greater whole. When you feel frustrated, reach out to others. Share your experiences and listen to theirs. This connection can provide new perspectives and insights that help alleviate your frustration. The act of expressing your feelings and seeking support can often lighten the emotional load. Another Stoic approach is to focus on what you can control. Often, frustration stems from trying to manage factors beyond our influence. Make a list of elements related to your frustration and categorize them into what you can control and what you cannot. This exercise clarifies where to direct your energy and helps you let go of the rest. By focusing on your responses and actions, you reclaim your power in the situation. As we continue, we will delve into specific Stoic practices that can help you manage frustration in real time. These practices will provide you with practical tools to transform your experiences, turning moments of irritation into opportunities for mindfulness and growth. Stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Let's continue this exploration together. Part 2: Practical Stoic Techniques. Now that we've laid the groundwork for understanding frustration through a Stoic lens, let's delve into specific techniques that can help you manage frustration effectively. These practices are designed not just to alleviate immediate feelings of irritation, but to cultivate a deeper sense of resilience and inner peace. One of the most accessible Stoic techniques is the practice of journaling. This tool allows you to reflect on your frustrations, articulate your thoughts, and gain clarity. In your journal, write about the situations that frustrate you. What expectations did you have? How did those expectations clash with reality? By putting pen to paper, you can externalize your emotions, making them easier to analyze and understand. This practice also encourages you to identify patterns in your frustrations, helping you to anticipate and manage them in the future. Another effective technique is the premeditation of evils. This Stoic practice involves contemplating potential challenges or setbacks before they occur. By mentally preparing for obstacles, you can reduce the impact of frustration when they arise. For example, if you're about to give a presentation, consider what might go wrong: technical issues, difficult questions, or unexpected interruptions. Visualize how you would respond calmly and effectively. This mental rehearsal not only prepares you for potential frustration, but can also enhance your performance in high-pressure situations. In addition to premeditation, consider the concept of dichotomy of control. This principle emphasizes distinguishing between what you can control and what you cannot. When you feel frustration creeping in, take a moment to assess the situation. Are you upset about something you can change? If so, focus your energy on that aspect. If it is something beyond your control, practice letting go. Remind yourself that your peace of mind is more valuable than the frustration stemming from external circumstances. Another powerful Stoic exercise is reframing. This involves shifting your perspective on a frustrating situation. Instead of viewing a setback as a failure, consider it a learning opportunity. For instance, if you miss a deadline, rather than berating yourself, ask what you can learn from this experience. What changes can you make to improve your time management in the future? By reframing your experiences, you cultivate a growth mindset that allows you to see frustration as a stepping stone to personal development. Moreover, integrating mindful breathing into your daily routine can significantly help in managing frustration. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to pause and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. This simple practice anchors you in the present moment and calms your nervous system, allowing you to respond more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It's also essential to cultivate gratitude as a counterbalance to frustration. When you find yourself caught in a cycle of irritation, take a step back and reflect on what you are grateful for in that moment. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. This shift in perspective can dramatically alter your experience of frustration, transforming it into appreciation for the present. Lastly, remember the importance of self-compassion. The Stoics valued the idea of treating oneself with kindness and understanding when frustration arises. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling that way, acknowledge that it is a common human experience. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel frustrated and that you are actively working on managing those feelings. This self-compassion fosters a more supportive internal dialogue, enabling you to navigate your emotions with grace. As we continue our journey into the realm of Stoic wisdom, we'll explore how to apply these techniques in real-life scenarios. Understanding how to implement these strategies in daily situations will empower you to transform your frustrations into opportunities for growth. If you find these insights valuable, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next part. Together, we will deepen our understanding of how Stoicism can enhance our lives. Part 3: Applying Stoic Techniques. Now that we have explored various Stoic techniques for managing frustration, it's time to apply these strategies to real-life scenarios. By contextualizing these practices, you'll be better equipped to handle frustration when it arises, transforming challenging moments into opportunities for growth and resilience. Imagine you're in a meeting where your ideas are dismissed, leaving you feeling undervalued and frustrated. In this moment, apply the dichotomy of control. Recognize that you cannot control others' opinions, but you can control how you respond. Instead of reacting defensively, take a deep breath and remind yourself of the value of your contributions. Reflect on the feedback you receive, even if it's critical, and consider how it might help you improve in the future. You might also utilize journaling after this experience. Write about the meeting, what frustrated you, and how did you respond. This reflection can help you identify patterns in your interactions and prepare for similar situations in the future. Over time, This practice will enhance your emotional intelligence and strengthen your ability to navigate workplace dynamics. Consider a situation where a loved one forgets an important date, leading to feelings of disappointment and frustration. Here, the practice of reframing is vital. Instead of viewing their forgetfulness as a personal slight, consider the myriad reasons why they might have forgotten: stress, distractions, or even their own frustrations. By reframing the situation, you can approach the conversation with empathy rather than anger. In such moments, practicing mindful breathing can also help. Before expressing your feelings, take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. This pause allows you to gather your thoughts and communicate more effectively, fostering understanding rather than conflict. Everyday frustrations like traffic jams or long lines can test your patience. Here, negative visualization can be particularly useful. Before embarking on your journey, mentally prepare yourself for potential delays. Visualize how you will handle the situation calmly, perhaps using the time to listen to a podcast or reflect on your day. This preparation helps you embrace the moment rather than resist it, transforming frustration into a chance for mindfulness. Moreover, when you find yourself stuck in traffic, practice gratitude. Reflect on the fact that you have a vehicle, a destination, and the ability to travel. Shifting your focus to what you are thankful for can alleviate the frustration of waiting and cultivate a sense of peace. Imagine you are working on a project and you hit a creative block. Frustration might creep in as deadlines loom. Here, the practice of premeditation of evils comes into play. Anticipate that creative blocks might happen and visualize how you will respond. Perhaps you will take a break, engage in another activity, or seek inspiration from different sources. This proactive approach reduces the sting of frustration, as you know you have a plan in place. Additionally, integrate self-compassion into your creative process. Acknowledge that all creators face obstacles, and that it's normal to experience frustration. Remind yourself that your worth is not tied to any single project or outcome. This understanding can free you from the pressure of perfectionism, allowing your creativity to flow more naturally. Lastly, remember the power of community support. When frustrations arise, don't hesitate to reach out to friends, family, or colleagues. Share your experiences and seek their perspectives. Engaging in open dialogue can provide new insights, and knowing that others share similar challenges can be immensely comforting. This sense of connection reinforces the Stoic understanding that we are all part of a greater whole, navigating the complexities of life together. As we continue to explore these Stoic strategies, remember that the goal is not to eliminate frustration entirely, but to develop resilience in the face of it. By applying these techniques to real-life scenarios, you can cultivate a mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities for growth. Together, we will further explore how to integrate these principles into our daily lives. 4. Cultivating a resilient mindset. As we delve deeper into Stoic wisdom, it's essential to focus on cultivating a resilient mindset. Frustration, while often unavoidable, can serve as a powerful teacher when approached with the right attitude. The Stoics believed that our reactions to challenges define our character and ultimately shape our lives. In this section, we will explore how to build resilience through consistent practice of Stoic principles. One of the cornerstones of a resilient mindset is the ability to maintain perspective. When frustration strikes, it's easy to become engulfed by negative emotions. However, the Stoics remind us to zoom out and view the bigger picture. Ask yourself questions like, will this matter in a month, a year, This practice helps to diminish the intensity of your frustration, allowing you to respond with clarity rather than emotion. By keeping a long-term perspective, you can remind yourself that many frustrations are fleeting and often trivial in the grand scheme of life. Another key aspect of resilience is embracing discomfort. The Stoics encouraged the idea of voluntary discomfort, which involves intentionally exposing yourself to challenging situations to build strength and endurance. This might mean taking cold showers, fasting, or engaging in difficult conversations. By regularly stepping outside your comfort zone, you train your mind to handle frustration and adversity with greater ease. The more you practice this, the more resilient you become, equipped to face life's inevitable challenges. In addition, practicing gratitude consistently can significantly enhance your resilience. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, reinforcing a positive mindset even in the face of frustration. Start each day by acknowledging 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. This simple exercise can rewire your brain to recognize the abundance in your life, making it easier to navigate frustrations when they arise. Moreover, consider the importance of self-reflection. Set aside time regularly to reflect on your experiences with frustration. What triggered it? How did you respond? What could you have done differently? This process of self-inquiry fosters awareness and growth, allowing you to learn from your experiences rather than repeat the same patterns. By understanding your triggers and responses, you can develop strategies to handle similar situations more effectively in the future. Engaging in community and seeking support from others also plays a vital role in building resilience. Sharing your frustrations with trusted friends or mentors can provide new perspectives and insights. Often, simply voicing your challenges can alleviate their weight and help you see them in a different light. Remember, you are not alone in your struggles. Everyone experiences frustration, and connecting with others can foster a sense of solidarity and support. As you work on cultivating a resilient mindset, it's important to remain patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and setbacks are part of the journey. Embrace the process and acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. The Stoics believed that character is forged through adversity, and each instance of frustration is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. In our next segment, we will explore how to maintain these practices over the long term, ensuring that Stoic wisdom becomes a foundational part of your life. If you find these insights valuable, be sure to subscribe and join us for the next part of our exploration into the transformative power of Stoicism. Together, we will continue to deepen our understanding of how to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Part 5: Long-term resilience. Having explored how to cultivate resilience through Stoic principles, it's crucial to focus on sustaining these practices over the long term. Developing resilience is not a one-time effort. It requires ongoing commitment and integration into your daily life. By embedding Stoic wisdom into your routine, you can ensure that you are equipped to handle frustration with grace and strength. One effective way to maintain these practices is by establishing a daily routine that incorporates Stoic exercises. Start each day with a morning reflection. Take a few moments to set your intentions and remind yourself of the Stoic principles you wish to embody. Consider writing in your journal about what you hope to achieve that day and how you want to respond to potential frustrations. This morning ritual can serve as a powerful anchor, guiding your thoughts and actions throughout the day. In addition to morning reflections, consider implementing a practice of evening review. At the end of each day, reflect on your experiences. What frustrations did you encounter? How did you respond? What could you improve upon? This practice of self-assessment helps reinforce your learning and allows you to track your progress over time. By regularly reviewing your actions and reactions, you create a feedback loop that encourages growth and adaptation. Another way to sustain Stoic practices is by surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who share your interest in philosophy and personal development. Engage in discussions about Stoicism, whether through online forums, local meetups, or book clubs. Sharing insights and experiences with others can inspire you to deepen your understanding and commitment to the philosophy. This sense of community not only provides support, but also holds you accountable in your journey. Moreover, consider integrating Stoic readings into your daily routine. Whether it's a few passages from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, or Epictetus, reading Stoic literature can keep the principles fresh in your mind. You might choose to read a passage in the morning to set a positive tone for your day, or in the evening to reflect on its teachings. Engaging with these texts regularly can reinforce your commitment to Stoicism and inspire you to apply its wisdom in your life. As you continue to practice, be mindful of the importance of flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and your routine may need to adapt to changing circumstances. Allow yourself the grace to adjust your practices as needed, rather than viewing them as rigid requirements. The Stoics valued adaptability and resilience in the face of challenges, so embrace the ebb and flow of your journey. Additionally, consider setting specific goals related to your Stoic practice. Whether it's mastering a particular technique, reading a certain number of Stoic texts in a year, or engaging in community discussions, having clear objectives can motivate you to stay committed. Celebrate your achievements along the way, no matter how small, as these milestones reinforce your progress and encourage further growth. Finally, remember to practice self-compassion throughout this process. Building resilience is a lifelong journey filled with ups and downs. There will be moments when you feel frustrated or fall back into old habits. Acknowledge these feelings without judgment and remind yourself that setbacks are part of the learning process. Embrace the Stoic belief that our character is shaped by how we respond to adversity, and use these moments as opportunities for growth. As we wrap up this exploration of Stoicism and frustration, I encourage you to remain committed to these practices. By embedding Stoic principles into your daily life, you can transform frustration into a powerful catalyst for personal growth and resilience. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic wisdom and its application to managing frustration, it's important to remember that frustration is not merely an obstacle but a valuable teacher. Through the lens of Stoicism, we have learned that our perceptions and responses to frustration can shape our character and resilience. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we cultivate a mindset that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. We discussed various techniques, from journaling and negative visualization to reframing and mindfulness, each offering practical tools to navigate the complexities of frustration. The goal is not to eliminate frustration entirely, but to develop a resilient mindset that allows us to respond with grace and strength. By integrating these practices into our daily routines, we equip ourselves to face life's inevitable challenges with confidence. In the journey of life, frustrations will arise, but how we choose to respond makes all the difference. By adopting a Stoic approach, we learn to detach from our expectations and cultivate a sense of acceptance and gratitude. This shift in perspective not only alleviates the sting of frustration, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the present moment. As you move forward, I encourage you to embrace frustration as a natural part of the human experience. Use it as a signal to reflect, grow, and strengthen your resolve. Remember the importance of community and support, engaging with others who share your journey and learning from their experiences. Together, we can navigate the complexities of life with a Stoic mindset, finding resilience in the face of adversity. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video helpful. If it resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could use a positive reminder. Remember, personal growth is a journey that takes time, so don't forget to subscribe for daily updates to strengthen your mindset day by day. Also, please check out our next video and playlist for more insights. Until next time, stay strong, stay calm, and stay stoic.